Greetings, Pokemon fans. Welcome to another PlaySkape Games video. And today it's another one of those amazing times of the year where we have PSA graded returns from the wonderful Ludkins collectibles. So let's just get straight into it as I'm super excited. So once again, here is our little box of PSA goodies, #HypePSA, from the wonderful Ludkins Collectibles, who do all of our PSA grading for us. They have a base here in the UK, founded by the wonderful Barney Ludkins, and also they do a lot of grading for America through Charlie Hurdlocker. You probably all know about these guys if you are on any of the Facebook groups, and I've been doing a lot of work with them recently, and hopefully lots of little bits and bobs, and hopefully we'll be doing a lot more for them in the rest of the year. Got some interesting ideas and projects coming up, so looking forward to doing more stuff with Ludkins Collectibles. Put a link in the description. As you can see, probably seen that logo around everywhere, and they obviously very secure with their wrapping. They do a great job, very professional service. As repeatedly mentioned, they are the only authorised company outside the UK, outside the United States, where PSA, the Professional Sports Authenticators, are located, to have PSA authorisation as a business. So yeah, they are wonderful people, and check out the link in the description if you want to get any of your cards graded. So without further ado, we're going to do reveals. I'm trying to remember half the things I sent off because this was a set. Oh my goodness. Whoa, what a card to start off with. Well, do you know what? I'm going to save the surprise to the end, so we're not going to look at that one until later, because that's probably the best one to start off with. The PSA graded Charizard. Oh, here we go. Not a bad little card. We got the Charizard from Evolutions pre-release. What did I predict on this one? I predicted I think I predicted like a 9 on this one. A little bit of edge whitening, and this one got a 9, so that's a pretty decent 9 there. It's getting harder and harder to find people who still have these cards ungraded or sort of unstashed away in collections and stuff, so 9s are quite good considering the way they were distributed. Yeah, I think the 10 is worth somewhere in the region to £300–400, but I think the 9 is still around the 100 mark, so that's still a pretty awesome Charizard to get for all your Charizard collectors out there. And here is another Evolutions pre-release Charizard. It's all about the Zards today. This one looks in slightly worse condition than the other one. You can't really tell very well, but there's like little speckles of white in the corners. You should always look out for those if you want to get, I guess, best chance of getting Gem Mint 10s for PSAs. And we got a 9 for this one, so that's not bad. Back to back PSA 9 graded Evolutions pre-release Charizards there, so I'm really happy with that. No, it's a good start, guys. It's a really good start. So let's see what else we got. Ooh, more nostalgia. It's all about the Zards today, guys. A base set unlimited Charizard from the base set. As you can see, there's little tiny specks. This is actually a really nice card. You know, if it wasn't for maybe like the centering and stuff, and there's probably always like scratches on the hollows with these early Charizards, but that one looks really good. I'm expecting good things for this one. Are we going to get a 10? No. Oh, it's an 8. Okay. I think this one was graded quite harshly. There is you can't really tell very well in these photos, but there's probably quite a few scratches on the hollow, and the edge whitening isn't that bad. Definitely not enough for it to deserve as it's got a little ding at the top there, but PSA graded 8 base set Charizard is still amazing. I think still probably get around the region. I apologise for those in dollars. I think you probably get around the region of $90 to $100 for it, maybe. I think it's probably about 80 to £90 for a PSA 8 graded Charizard. So still not bad. Let's keep this Charizard train rolling. Okay. It's going to have a little curveball here. So this is the first ever staff promo I got for being a Pokemon professor / judge at the regional championships in Birmingham earlier in the year. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be collecting all of my staff promos and getting them PSA graded. And once maybe I've got like 6 or something, I'm going to make a nice little display case out of them for them to put on the wall, a little display unit. So everyone that attends these events gets the card normally, but only the Pokemon professors and staff members and commentators get the ones with the with the staff stamp on it. Same with pre-releases and other official Pokemon events. So I expected good things for this one. And hey, look at that! So it's a PSA Grade 10 Hala staff promo, which is great. Which is our first Gem Mint 10 staff promo that we got. So hopefully we can get the rest of our stealth promos to be PSA 10s. Ooh, here's a good old Mega Charizard. Fortunately, so many people have graded these Mega Charizards since Evolutions came out, that even a 10 is only worth in the regions of, like, I don't know about in dollars, but it's about 50 to £60 as a 10, which is still not bad considering that the card's only about 20-30 on its own. So yep, that's good to get a 10. Evolutions in terms of recent years is probably like the highest quality you can get from like print sets. So many PSA graded 10 Mega Charizards, but that is still a beautiful card. So let's have Mega Pikachu Charizard look after Mega Charizard. I think that sounds like a good plan. Oh, it's all about the Zards today, guys. I completely forgot how many Zards were back in this one. I think this was from September. These sent these ones off. So this one, I was expecting probably a 8. It's quite badly off-centered. So off-centered means that the image with this square bit's like not exactly in the center. There's quite a lot of edge whitening at the top there. Quite a few speckles. So let's see what Mr. Plasma Black and White Charizard gets. This is one of the more popular ones. It's a shiny Charizard, I think. I'm expecting an 8. It got a... Hey, look at that! It's a PSA 9 graded Black and White Plasma Storm Charizard. Well, that is a thing of beauty, that is. I'm really happy with that. I need to check more of the values before I do these videos, but I believe that's in the region to 100 to £150 as a PSA 9, but that is a beautiful card. Wow, so many Charizards. But none of them have been 10s yet. I wonder if the Rainbow Charizard, I did scrutinise that one very carefully. Ooh, what do we have here? We have a Jolteon Holo from the Delta Species series. I got quite a few of these Delta Species evolutions, but I thought not many of them had a good chance to get a 10, so I just picked the one that had the best chance to get a 10. Little tiny bits of white top and left corner there, but apart from that, I think that's in really good nick, and I would be sad if it doesn't get a 10. Yes, guys, look at that. That is a beautiful. I love these old holos for the fact they got like the shine on the borders as well. You don't get that anymore. And like here, the holos like owning like the electric parts and Jolteon himself, which is pretty cool. For those that don't remember, the Delta Species series was like a series of Pokemon cards where like the Pokemon could be like weird types, so like Jolteon, like Pikachu were metal and all sorts. I think that's from 2005. It's quite an old series. Ooh, look at this. I believe this was the first time Raichu was a pre-release promo, and I believe 2009. I'm not sure exactly, but I think this is one of the earlier pre-releases, like proper pre-release events that Pokemon were doing. It's one of the first examples of a staff promo. Don't quote me on that. I'm very like not up to grade with my old Pokemon knowledge, as in like from 2002 to 2010. I'm slowly learning. I'm getting there, thanks to the help of Charlie Hallocker and like a lot of those other guys who teach me loads every time I watch one of their videos. Ross Gilbert and those guys. And right, so I'm expecting a 9 or a 10, and it's a whoop Gem Mint 10. I was actually curious. I looked this up the other day, and apparently there's only like 2 or 3 of these Raichus as a grade 10. So I'm absolutely chuffed with that. It's in a population of like 2 or 3 that are at Gem Mint 10, the pre-release promos for staff for the Platinum Arceus set. So I'm absolutely thrilled with that. It's another beautiful card. Such an ooh. So you can tell from these ones they are Japanese because they have the different backs. So, isn't it beautiful, guys? Shout out to Mario Pikachu down there on my playmat. I got this box, like it's one of the first Japanese things I got when I sort of started playing again last year. Was it last year? 2 years ago. Fortunately, I didn't handle these cards as well as I would have liked. Now that I'll be handling cards nowadays, but generally Japanese cards grade very well. And I've got no reason to think why this wouldn't get a 10, so let's have a look. Oh, it's a 9. No way. They must have seen something when they put it on the lights. It's quite badly off-centered. It's like a very small border there and quite a big one there, so maybe that was the cause of it. But do you know what? I might even keep this one. If it was a 10, I'd probably sell it because money for tournaments and travels and all that. But it's a beautiful Pikachu. Look at that. I should have got this. I should have got the Luigi box at the time. I think they're about 60, 70 pounds now for a complete for the sealed boxes of those Japanese Mario, Pikachu, Mario, Luigi sets. So, and here is the half art one that came with the same box. So that was pretty awesome. I think, well, yeah, this one is centered a lot better. So that's probably why it's. Let's have a look. Yeah, I would have been very surprised if this got anything less than a 10. So very happy with that. Probably sell this one and keep that one. If they were both like either a 9 or a 10 as a pair, it would be better to sell them as a pair, but like specific collectors probably only want like specific, normally like Japanese promo collectors only want them as 10s because they're easier to get as 10s, so yeah. Right, I mean, those cards on their own are epic enough. You know, the Plasma Storm Charizard, the pre-release Raichu base sets, but then the coup de grace, guys. I honestly have no idea what grade this. Oop, try and hide it. This hyper rare Charizard GX. This wasn't one I pulled for. I believe this is one that I traded for ages ago. I've been through quite a few Charizards. I could have easily had sent off like 3 or 4 hyper rare Charizards to PSA because I've been wanting to try and find one that would get a Gem Mint 10. And yeah, I think this one's got a good chance. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, no way. No way, guys. No way. I am so happy. Arceus, thank you for this grading. Oh my goodness. That is brilliant. I was worried this would come back as a 9 because the centering is a little bit off. It's a tiny bit closer to the border on that side than it is on that one. Yeah, and if you look carefully, right in the corner there, you can see like the outline of the attacks of the retreat symbol, the third retreat symbol. This is known as like the error Charizard, but I don't think I've seen like many or even any Charizards that have not been printed with that, so they all seem to be error ones at the moment, but I haven't really looked that closely. All the ones that I've had the error symbol, but yeah, the back centered almost perfectly. Apart from a very tiny faint dot like in the corner there, nothing, and that is wonderful. Oh my goodness. So it's been all about the Charizards today, guys. We've had 2 of the most recent Charizards. Oh yeah, so for those that don't know, I haven't looked in the past 2 weeks, but I believe these are around the $350 mark for PSA 10, so not a little bad on a return on the trade, which is worth about £100 worth of trades, so I'm pretty happy with that. So we've got 2 PSA graded 10 Charizards, the awesome Pikachu combos, 10 and a 9 there, Raichu pre-release, absolutely beautiful, Jolteon for the Eevee fans out there. I'm going to always try and put like one Eevee thing for the Eevee fans because I know there's a lot of them out there. The grade 9 Plasma Storm Charizard, the thing of beauty. Definitely not for sale, this one. This go to my collection. The Staff 10 graded Hala from my first ever regionals in Birmingham. 1, 2, 3 Charizards, 2 pre-releases, 1 base set, 8 and 2 9s. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And yeah, so that's the returns. And I thought I'll show you, whilst I'm here, what we've got coming back for the next video in probably 3 to 4 months when I get these ones back. So I'm going to try and predict the grades on these and see how close we can get. This Mew, I wouldn't be grading Ancient Mews if I didn't think they'd be getting 10s, so I'm going to predict a 10 for that. So 10 for the Mew. Staff Gladion from the most recent regional, the special event I judged in Turin. I had to look through a few of these to try and find one that was in the best condition, but I worry this one will get a 9 because there's quite a bit of edge wear in the corner there. So I'm going to say 9 for the Staff Gladion. The beautiful Staff Guzma from the Bilbao Special Open in Italy that I judged that. It's a lot better condition than the other one. I will predict a 10 for this one. Base set Charizards, these will be the toughest ones. I've got a couple of these. It's not that many scratches on the holo on this one. Bit of edge, there's quite a lot of edge wear on this one. I will go for a 8 for this Charizard. It's going to be hard to tell which ones are which, but 8 for that Charizard. This one is in a bit better condition, but again, lots of edge wear. Lots of dinks in there, but the holo's in pretty good nick, but I'm not sure. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to be very, very careful with this one. I'm going to say 7 on that. Base set Charizards are like pretty much one of the few only cards that are worth grading if you're only going to get like 7s or stuff for them, because just of the value in the collector's market for Charizards. Quite a lot of speckles in the corner of that one. I'm going to say 8 for that. So we've got the Mewtubes from Shining Legends, the Mewtwo GX's secret res. I probably wouldn't have wanted to get these graded unless I thought they had a really good chance to get a 10. So I'm going to say 10 for that one, and that might be a 9. I'm going to say 9 for this one. There's quite a lot of edge wear on this one. So 9 for this one. Shining Genesect. Quite a few people are playing with these nowadays, so my logic was getting Shining Genesect graded as opposed to the other sort of like normal Shining Pokemon, is that there's going to be less of them that will be around for people to sort of grade, like, once the Shining Pokemon go out of favour. So if I can get I think that I had thought this would have a good chance of getting a 10, so I'm going to say 10 for the Shining Genesect, because there'll be less of them around, and I think it'll be worth more than, say, your Shining Arceuses, Shining Volcanions, and those other sort of obscure Shinings. So beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous Shining Mew. It's definitely all about the Shinings today. Let's go for, I wouldn't have said anything less than a 10 for that. So 10 on the Shining Mew. Being very sort of over optimistic with these, but I think these are going to be some good ones. Right, these are the box promo Charizard GX from the Charizard GX collection boxes. So I will say 9 for that, and 9 for that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this PlaySkape Games PSA Returns video. Again, once again, massive shout out. Big thanks to Ludkins Collectibles for their amazing, professional, wonderful work they do with Pokemon and other TCG grading services that they do. I'm absolutely thrilled with my PSA 10 Charizard GX. If you want to buy this card or any of the other cards apart from the Hala that were listed in this video, please send me a message, or I've also got my email address in the description. And yeah, please leave a comment below. What cards are you going to get graded? Which card would you like to get graded and add to your collection, or anything else you want to say? Please hit that subscribe button as well. And I'll see you very soon, Pokemon fans. Gotta catch 'em all.